Gonna be really exciting. I feel like Astra on both sides, we're gonna see how each team decides to play Astra because there's so many different ways you can play. You can play
Exactly.
her as solely smokes or solely utility, especially if you have that Viper supporting smoke utility as well. So
Right.
it's going to be really exciting to see how that goes. Once again, University of Windsor, they're going to be starting on the attack side, while the players of Fanshawe are going to be starting on the defense side.
So we might be seeing a little bit of aggression here from Fanshawe Fuel. We got two set up there over at C Long, so might be some very early encounters that we'll see.
Yeah, on a map like Lotus, I feel like the tried and true is either you rush A or you kind of try and fight C, because it's just like the most reliable thing. I feel like a lot of teams are iffy towards going into B, and before I can even speak, you see a lot of aggression coming in from the side of Fuel, as they've taken up pretty much all of C long, but all the players of Windsor now heading towards A. They are going to commit the Trailblazer here to try and clear out some of A site, and there's only one player of the of Fuel on the site. Gonna be cleared out. He is able to get himself one though. Jakey quick with the one. He has no ammo, but Kai is gonna be finishing him off as Fanshawe picks himself up one as well, and they're gonna get the spike down, and it's gonna be a 3v4 retake here for the side of Fuel. Oh no! Unfortunately, Margella not going to be looking flank as Addiction gets himself the pick. Luke, quick to get a little refrag though, but Bill, once again, trays are going in and out, and it's a 2v2 situation here. Both players stuck in tree. Tap is going to go out, and the first swing is going to come out, but unfortunately, it's going to go for the side of Fuel as Bill with the Ghost takes down the last two remaining players of the Lancers, and that's going to be a really good round coming in there from Fuel.
Yeah, great retake there. Definitely played a little strong. Almost lost it there. The Sky wasn't really playing too well for that trade, I feel like, but still able to clean it up after that. And,
yeah, that flank from Addiction too got a lot of value taking down the Killjoy. There was a lot of utility down as well, and the information that came in from Fanshawe that was able to, or sorry, not Fanshawe, the information that came in from Addiction and Bill, they were able to get that round, and they were able to just close it out very cleanly there.
Yeah.
Now 3 sheriffs on the side of Windsor. Whether or not they're able to capitalize off of it like we've seen in the last few games, or last few rounds, that's going to be interesting to see. They are going to spot out Jakey, but he's going to be playing back, not really wanting to give up any picks early. Looks like Lancers are going to want to commit towards C here. They're going to bait out that Swarm Grenade and actually spot out Jakey's position, but they rotate, but Kaz is going to get stuck behind actually, unfortunately. But they do push into B, and Fanshawe is able to find the first on the Bill. Quickly traded from Akimbo there, but they are going to get that spike down. And now it's going to be a retake, 4v4 retake situation here, as Addiction gets himself one, but the players of Windsor are not ready to give up, as Luke and Kaz both picked themselves up one off the round as well. Mink trying to creep up, actually does get a timing there on Kaz. Jakey G also finding himself one, and a fantastic shot there from Jakey as he takes down the last member of Windsor. And that's going to be a fantastic retake, 2-0 for the side of Fuel.
Yeah, got a little bit close there, but able to clean it up at the end. Definitely lost a couple players there, so their economy's not going to be as strong as I think they might have wanted, but still going to be seeing a fairly decent buy, and especially as I was saying in the last game, Lotus, I feel like you can make do a lot better with certain close range guns on this map as opposed to other maps. Just a lot less long range angles, and you don't really have to take those fights. You can play those close angles and still get as much value out of it.
Yeah, and we are going to see the Bucky as well on the side of Addiction. I'm kind of eager to see him, maybe go for like a satchel and try and go for a Bucky pick, but I think it's going to be not as common to happen because it's a very risky play. Right. But we do see a lot of control on the side of Fuel towards the A site, as we're going to have a push-up again with that Bucky, just contesting, and the Viper looking to respect it, not really going for anything there as well, but we see a lot of the players of Windsor grouped up outside of C. Kai goes for the snake bite. He does not spot out Addiction, actually. I don't know if Addiction really wants to take this peek either.
Yeah, that's a good angle though. It's kind of hard to clear when you're trying to worry about everything else, and if it's just Viper.
Oh no, the risky pick! He goes for the shot, but
but gets
actually
out.
gonna get out. He's so low on health, but none of the players of Lancers are actually able to finish him off. He does get out with his life.
Just barely.
And that is really risky, but it does pay off. I feel like if he was a little bit more patient, he could have gotten at least one there, but he does escape with his life. There's going to be a gap in that Viper wall that Mink is able to punish as he takes down Fanshawe. Unfortunately, though, Kai is there to get himself 2 off the round as Margella picks himself up another 1. And unfortunately, that blind's going to go right in the face of Akimbo as Cass takes down the last 2 remaining players. And that's going to be a really big round, perfect round coming in pretty much from the side of the Lancers. And they're going to retain a lot of those Vandals and a lot of that economy.
Yep. Yeah, almost made something happen over there with that Bucky, but got a little bit antsy, maybe peeked hoping to just get info there, but yeah, unfortunate. Still very surprised that that he made it out with his life.
Yeah, that was, I mean, I feel like he was dead to rights there, but like even like satcheling through the air, I thought surely one of the players would be able to pick him out. It was like, you know, they're playing like duck hunt there basically, but luckily he was able to get out there. But you know, Windsor kept their calm, got themselves around. As we go into this next round, it seems like they're going for some early C aggression. As we get Satchel coming in from Fanshawe, he's going to be spotted out by the utility, and Jakey's utility is just too lethal as he takes down Fanshawe, but he might be looking to get a little bit too eager here. Backs up though, but brought down to very low health points from that snake bite as well.
Yeah, almost got that pick. Very close, but other Sky was kind of jumping around a little bit and got behind Mound, but yeah, now we're just going to be probably seeing a slow play here, but only a minute left on the clock, and it looks like most of Fanshawe left C already. They kind of sensing that rotate, but Lancers making their way back over there actually.
Yeah, Bill's going to get Jakey back to healthy HP, but he has abandoned his post at C, and it's all up to Mink, who is all alone on site right now, but Jakey is coming back, and I don't know if Lancers are aware of this. They might think that they have given it up, but Jakey goes for the first peek. Unfortunately, though, Luke N is there on the other side, proactive with the spray, and Mink going to be trying to make something happen. Does take down Luke, but quickly traded out by Kai as the spike goes down, and it's another retake situation for the side of Fuel.
Yeah, 3v3, we do see Sky's ultimate going out.
Yeah, the Seekers are going to spot out Kai, and the grenade does go in, and it's
that's
impossible there for Kai. Didn't really do anything. And the players of Fuel just come in hot.
There's
it's
guy
all
with
up
the
to
knife.
Cass. Addiction flies in with the knife, trying to make something happen there. Unfortunately, he is taken down, but Fuel, it's going to be all they need to get that round in.
Yeah, man, love seeing a Raze just flying around on Lotus. It's so strong.
Makes the game so much more fun.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It's like whether or not you do get any value. I mean, in a 3v1 retake situation like that where you have your teammates available, it's very hard for the side of Windsor to do anything. But, you know, Addiction just went for it, and I can respect that.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. He had plenty of teammates to back him up there, so why not go for it?
Yeah, you see him flying in right there. He did almost actually land something there, but Bill, Vandal in hand, headshot, gets himself the last of the round.
Seeing a lot of aggression coming up at A. We see this a lot on the map, but we're seeing Fanshawe be, Lancers be pretty patient. But yeah, 3 pushed up over at A.
They almost spot out Bill there, peeking just above the little rock there, but luckily Bill is able to survive. He does take a little bit of damage though, but it seems like the spike is still towards C. They might be looking to bring it back to B, but Akimbo is on the other side of the site. Whether or not they are able to run into his crosshair, we'll have to see. He's backing up. I think it looks like Lancers might want to commit here. They do commit the Seekers, and Guiding Light goes out. Akimbo can't really do much but delay here as the players of Lancers flood in the site, and Fanshawe finds the first with the showstopper. But Jakey's utility, once again, so fantastic, just takes down Kaz. And the players of Windsor are pushing in to see Link here, and they commit the Killjoy ultimate. Unfortunately, Fanshawe isn't able to find anything, but Luke does take down that Killjoy. There's so much space coming in. Addiction takes down Kai. And it's the 2v2 situation here. There's so much utility on the spike. Margella does spot out Addiction. It's all up to Akimbo now in a 1v2 situation. Oh my goodness, but Margella takes down the last player, and that's going to be the round for the Lancers, looking to close that gap once and for all.
Yeah. Wow. Close round so far, though. It's not really going too one-sided, it seems like. Most rounds are ending with only 1 or 2 left alive. So definitely, I think, some evenly matched teams here, but once again, still plenty of time left in this game for that to change.
Yeah, we're going to see that Fuel are actually put on an economy round here. They have sheriffs across the board when the side of Lancers, they have a lot of these rifles. They do have the judge in the hands of Kai. They're probably going to be looking to get a Viper's Pit down, but some early A aggression coming in. The shots are going everywhere, but Fanshawe finds one that lands on the head of Addiction, finds another one onto Bill, and the players of Fuel are just dwindling by the second as Margella and Luke pick themselves up another 2 on the round. It's all up to Mink here, trying to make something happen. But all the players are just all over here. Maybe we can find one with the Sheriff. Shots are going wide. They don't really connect. And the B-hopping raise. Yeah. Shots do not connect with Fanshawe, and Lucan gets himself the last on the round. It's going to be a flawless round for the side of Windsor. So.
I think I spoke a little bit too soon there, saying that both rounds were going pretty even.
Yeah, we just saw Fanshawe fly in along with Addiction, and the shots went everywhere, but somehow that last bullet that was needed to connect with Addiction's head made it, and that's just going to be a quick and clean round from Lancers.
Caution here.
But yeah, maybe seeing the same thing again from Lancers here. Yeah, that early nade might stop down that push and kind of isolate the raise there, but well-placed smoke there. Helping the team out a little bit.
Oh no, but the blind is actually going to catch out Bill as Fanshawe is quick to capitalize off that guiding light and take him down.
Yeah.
An Addiction left all alone towards the A site, but it seems like we have Jakey fighting alone here on C. There's just the jumping Viper, Mink with the classic, and Jakey's overwhelmed as the lockdown is going to go down for the side of Lancers, and that's just going to be something that Fuel have to respect. They don't have the raise nade to flush it out, and it seems like Windsor have the site now all to themselves.
Yeah, just forcing Fanshawe to play retake here, and that Viper ult's gonna make it very hard for them to get through on site here. And yeah, Raze taking out the other Raze very quickly there.
Akimbo trying to take some shots through this Viper's Pit, but it's so difficult to play around the positioning of this Viper's Pit. Mink coming in from Waterfall. I don't know if he's aware of Kaz's position over outside of the Viper's Pit, but 3 of the players of Lancers now in the Viper's Pit, playing very close, very carefully. But this might just be a save angle for the side of Fuel.
Yeah, maybe hoping to get some exits here. Looks like they're setting up for that, but yeah, definitely a tough round to lose. Could be seeing Lancers now taking the round pretty easily, it seemed like. I mean, they did a great job of keeping the players over at A that round, and it was just left to the Killjoy to kind of defend C, but that Killjoy already being pushed up to Mound gets rid of that util pretty early. I think she actually had it set up on B, but
yeah, she was able to get like some damage in. She was able to get herself a pick, but I just think she got flushed out all alone. And then now look at the buy coming in from Fuel. They are once again put on that back burner with forcibly a Bucky and a Sheriff. Not a lot to work with here, but the economy on the side of Windsor's is starting to look very healthy as they have full shields and full rifles all across the board.
Yeah.
Showstopper also available in the hands of Fanshawe. I don't know if they're going to want to commit it this round because they know it's an eco round, but no harm in doing so. And here it comes. He flies in, is going to spot one player, but JKG escapes with his life. And unfortunately, it seems like the Showstopper isn't going to connect, but no, Jakey got too happy. And Fanshawe finds the pick with the Showstopper. Kai also getting himself a pick onto Akimbo. It's a 3v5 situation here, looking very difficult. And just as quick as I speak, the players of Fuel dwindle 1 by 1. Margella going to be found all alone, though. Bill not really going to be able to do much. Might want to try and go for some exits, but this round is pretty much just in the hand of the Lancers.
Yeah, probably going to see maybe another save here. Maybe just try to get some exits. But yeah, that's going to be tough to retake. The Astra there just taking that taking her smoke away while that player was pushing up waterfall.
Yeah.
Definitely tough. It's hard to deal with that when you don't know what's going to come down. You're kind of caught out in the open.
Yeah, and Kaz playing anti there for the to deny the frag there, because I think Luke was dead to rights if Kaz wasn't there.
Yeah.
With them, so very quick, very clean round coming in there, and it seems like we have some aggression towards B. We haven't really seen a lot of aggression towards B, so let's see how this plays out. Akimbo, once again, he's been all alone on B, just playing around his stars. But it looks like Windsor might be wanting to take this kind of fast.
Yeah, but already 3 players over around the site. Oh, but that Sky Flash really proving useful. Able to take out Minx, but then Addiction able to get the raise out of there. And then
Oh, but he's spotted out quickly by Cavs, and the trade does come in. Still a 3v3 situation as we have some gunfire being traded towards B. The door is going to be open, and it seems like the players of Windsor want to go towards C-side. They are going to commit that astral barrier as they get the heal up, and they have the C-side pretty much all to themselves now. And another astral barrier coming in. There's just so much utility being committed here. Cavs still able to find themselves 2, and the flank coming in from Jiki. The shots do go wide, but he's still in a 1v2 situation. Traces himself a gun, only 2 bullets left. He has to reload, but the swing might be coming behind him soon, and it does. Margella with the execution from behind, and it's going to be Windsor getting themselves 6 rounds now. They were on the back burner, but they've been getting their footing, and they're up now. 3 rounds advantage coming in from them. As we do head into a technical pause here. But I mean, Windsor, they've been doing their part when it comes to this attacker side. I think Kaz has been so pivotal in these rounds, coming in and getting frags, getting that supporting utility, and is so supportive when it comes to rounds like these. But still, there's a lot of fighting back coming in from the side of Fuel, but I don't think they have that power that they did in these early rounds. It feels like they can't keep up with the aggression that Windsor have. Yeah,
I think maybe they just gotta play maybe a little more safe, and they gotta play for trades a little better. We're kind of seeing one person get taken out pretty early, or just very randomly. They're kind of spread out a little bit too much, not playing as much as a team as Windsor is right now.
Yeah, and I think once again, Fuel is put on an economy round, which does put them at a disadvantage because this round could just easily go in the favor of Lancers again, and they're going to be getting that snowball rolling down the hill. And it's going to be all up to the side of Fuel to stop that snowball from getting too big.
It's a good analogy.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I mean, right now, if we want to continue this analogy, it doesn't seem like Fuel have a lot to stop the snowball. They got like some pebbles, but they need like a boulder right now.
They do need a boulder. They need something to really set the tone here and really just stop them in their tracks. But hey, maybe this aggression might work for them, but not many players over there at A. And it's just once again KJ and his util set up on C.
All alone there. The blind is going to come out, but oh my goodness, it's like a slaughterhouse in A main as Fanshawe picks up 2 as well, and the Trailblazer is going to find Akimbo. Fanshawe with 3 on the round. It's all up to Jakey whether or not he can capitalize off the Sheriff, but no, it's going to be Kai taking down the last player. And I mean, what just happened today, man? I just witnessed like 3 players disappear with the blink of an eye.
I know, yeah.
Those flanks, you know, you got to be really proactive on them. I think that blind wasn't able to get a lot of success, and Windsor are now up 4 rounds over Fuel here.
Yeah, tough to deal with the entire team watching that push. I mean, they were playing very, very slow at the start there, and didn't really push any sites, so a lot of players ready for that push.
Viper's pick committed towards the side of C, which is going to mean that a lot of manpower can be committed towards A as we see the pushes coming in from Bill and Addiction. But it seems like Lancers really just want to respect this right now. They don't want to get too greedy and go for anything just yet.
Yep, seeing Addiction play that angle again that he played with the Bucky. But see if he swings this time or not. If he holds patient. But it really is just Kai left there. The rest of the team making their way over towards B. Do I think stun that Astro with the dog. Getting that info, and yeah, I think they're just going to start rotating out. Making their way over towards A now.
Yeah, Lockdown is committed towards the side of B, as Seekers are committed as well on both sides, actually. You're going to spot out the players of Fuel, and they're going to have to give up a lot of that aggression they have A, as Windsor, they look to combine their forces to go towards A. Door is going to be open. The Boombot is going to actually spot out Addiction, and unfortunately, he's able to get himself one, but he is taken out quickly by Fanshawe. JKG also able to get himself one on the round. They don't seem to know the position of Akimbo right now, and he is able to spot out one. Unfortunately, Luke with the trade, and trades are going in left and right, but it's going to be Fuel that do have that player advantage coming off here. 3-2. As Luke is left all alone on site. Margella, though, is able to isolate 2 fights and does get himself 2, and that's going to be really important picks for the side of Lancers that is left all up to Mink, who does not actually have any shield, is very squishy, and is looking to isolate at least 1 fight. Unfortunately, though, the shots do go wide as Lucan takes down the last member of Fuel, and Lancers going to be getting themselves up 5 rounds. You can just hear the cheers going all around behind us. I don't know if the audience can hear that, but there's a lot of energy going on around us.
No doubt. That's a tough round to lose for Fanshawe. It really looked like they were finally going to get that momentum going, but out of nowhere, KJ was able to take out 2, and that was almost guaranteed the round for him.
Yeah, and honestly, this spray, I kind of feel like that spray right now, man. I need that. I need myself some coffee because things are getting hectic. You know, you need to keep up with this sort of thing. But Fuel, they are looking kind of rough right now. They don't really want to give a 9-3 half, or maybe they do. You know, we know how dangerous that 9-3 curse can be.
Right.
Years and years afterwards, it still proves to be such a scary thing. But Addiction pushing in early with the showstopper, but it's gonna go so far. Kaz is just able to dodge it easily. The bullets not able to connect. Addiction going down, but Bill is there with the trade, and Kai with the Odin. This is so funny to see the Odin sometimes, but Fanshawe going to be getting his team all of C-Site here as the players of Fuel are once again put on the back foot as they're forced to retake once again.
Yeah. Seeing Fanshawe just kind of picking up scraps here, trying to find some guns to retake this, but I mean, this is a 2v4 versus 3 ultimates. It's going to be definitely a very tough retake.
Yeah, the Astral Barrage coming in, it's just so difficult to play around this if you're Fuel. Vipers utility as well with the Odin, it's just unstoppable. There's
I
just
don't think
not
they know
much
Astra's
you can
pushed
do.
up there.
Kimbo though, but he's gonna have to face a showstopper and an Odin. And Kai gets himself 3 with the Odin there. That's gonna be a really comfortable half coming in for the side of Lancers. But now they're gonna have to play this defense side. We're gonna see if Fuel have any sort of response for that aggression that came in from the side of Windsor. You can see, you know, Windsor, they're looking happy. They're looking so comfortable sitting over there, you know, smiles all around their faces. And yeah, like, I mean, you look at the performance from a lot of their players. I mean, Fanshawe is just going absolutely crazy with that raise utility. He's able to get into sight, take so much space early on, and get himself a couple of picks as well. And it seems like Fuel don't really have anything planned for that right now. But I think they can ride off this 9-3 curse, this 9-3 half, and maybe they can make something happen on this attack side.
It's definitely doable. I mean, attack on Lotus again, it's very doable, especially with that 9-3 curse on your side.
Oh yeah,
anything can happen, man. Anything can happen.
And it seems like we're already going to have some early aggression on towards A, but the amount of defensive stopping force and delay that is on the side of Lancers right now is crazy with that Killjoy and that Viper. And you see 2 players spotted out as we get a satchel coming in from Addiction, but it's not enough. Luckily, he does have players to back him up there, but Lucan going to be finding one more player. And it seems like the players of Lancers are going to be coming in for this retake situation. But unfortunately, for the Lancers, Fuel is ready with a response. They know where the last player is. Going to go for the peek. Does get the headshot, but unfortunately it's not enough as JKG takes down the last player. That's going to be the second pistol round going to Fuel.
There it is. The curse is in motion, potentially.
Oh, yeah. And you see a lot, I don't know if you've heard this, but I remember, like, I don't know if this is still relevant. Way back in the day, people would be like, oh, the team that wins the 2 pistol rounds is almost guaranteed to win the game because,
I have heard that.
Yeah, you get the pistol round, you get that, you get your buy round as well. Hopefully you don't get anti-eco. That's already 4 rounds, and it's really hard to capitalize off that. But, you know, we've seen Fuel win the last 2 rounds, the pistol and the buy, but the stopping force that came in from Windsor was crazy, and now that they've had their momentum stopped a little bit, they have given up here. They have 4 players towards the side of B. Maybe they're going to be able to spot out this lone KJ, but I don't know. And you know, you see how carefully Fuel are playing. They're checking every corner they can. But look at the players of Windsor right now. They're all combining forces to push through B, and they might find JKG all alone here. But JKG, quick to get one with the Guardian. There's just too many people, too much eye candy as Kai does take him down. Able to pick themselves up a Guardian, and they might all commit to this flank here. But the spike does go down, and, you know, Windsor is going to have to make something happen here on this flank.
Yeah, but somewhat doable. I mean, we see the Sky, however, is very low after that encounter with the KJ, but I think we've got a little bit more util on Lancer's side for this retake, but getting sprayed down through the crossfire. Aster is able to pick up just one with the Sheriff, but overall just not enough firepower to take those fights.
Yeah, and it seems like Fuel are trying to close that gap here as they do get themselves up to 9-5. Now, whether or not they're able to capitalize off the economy they have and win this bonus round, that's very important as well. If they are able to win this bonus round, I think they're looking really good because they can bring this from a 9-3 all the way up to a 9-7 potentially. And that could be really, really big for them.
Yeah, this is definitely a huge round for them right now, so they've got to win this. But the economy is on their side, but they're not really forcing any guns. They're still trying to keep that economy. I guess they're playing maybe a little more safer, but they're seeing a lot of aggression come out from Lancers right now over towards Rubble.
And they are going to be pushing up, but there is still 2 players on the side of Fanshawe looking to creep up towards C, but they might be met with some defensive force from the Lancers. As we do probably see a commit coming in here. They're still respecting that smoke, and actually they're going to respect it a little too much. You know, they're going to back up. They're not really going to want to give in here.
Yeah, just playing it very slow. They know that this is an important round for them, so they don't want to lose anybody too early. But it looks like they're going to start making their way in, committing. Ooh, but KJ in a very strong spot.
Margella!
3.
Sprays and gets himself 3 on the round and finds the 4th. An absolutely crazy sight hold from the side of Windsor as they stop that momentum from the side of Fanshawe. And he's just a crazy spray coming in there from Margella. Finds himself the first and then gets himself 2 first to the wall we see right there. And the 2 players right there just walking into the crosshair. And this flick is just, oh my god. It's just so beautiful to see that from the side of Windsor, and that's the round they really needed. Whether or not they're able to keep, you know, they kept a lot of guns there. I don't think they lost any players that round as well, so they still have 5 guns across the board, and they're going to try and go for this A aggression again. There are players from the side of Fanshawe, but
Addiction able to pick it up through all that utility.
And he does spray into the body as he finds himself a second. Some bad manners there on the side of Fanshawe as maybe he finds the 3rd potentially here. The player's locked in tree. He walks through his own grenade, swings through the smoke, and there's just so much bad manners coming in from Addiction. He has absolutely no respect for the players of Lancers, and this might come back to bite him, but he is on for this ace as the spike does go down. And Addiction does find himself the 4th. He's riding so high. Margella finds himself 1, but the ace! Addiction! The bad manners pays off as he gets himself 5 on the round there. Goes for a teabag too. This is just some utter disrespect, and I don't know where this came from. I mean,
oh my god, it's heating up here. At the hub.
Things are getting.
I should play some Astral Stars in this reality.
So we've just gotten information that, you know, Fanshawe has been getting bad-mannered from the side of Windsor, but it seems like, you know, Fanshawe, it's time for them to fight back. Addiction goes absolutely nuclear that round with zero fear in his system as he just swings through everything and just punishes every single player on the side of Windsor and goes crazy. But he's unable to keep that momentum going as he's taken out by Fanshawe at the start of this round.
Yeah, I did hear Windsor talking a tiny bit of smack between the break there. So they came into this very confident, but maybe it's getting a little bit too close for comfort for them. 6-10, only 4 rounds from tying it up on Fanshawe's side. So we'll see what happens. A little bit of drama in this game here.
Mink is still very low on health points off this first exchange here, and there is not any picks towards the side of Fanshawe. Is going to be getting healed by that regrow, but it seems like they still want to commit A, but there are still players from the side of Windsor. As the paint shells go out, the dog is actually going to connect, but somehow Fanshawe with a sliver of health is unfortunately unable to get himself another. But Bill, quick to get that trade as Kaz takes down Akimbo. It's still a 2v3 situation. They might be looking to go towards B as they break the door. And the JKG is actually going to spot Kai alone on that flank as Bill and as Bill and Jakey are able to get that spike down. It's going to be the lockdown committed as well. They have so much space here towards the side of B, and it looks like they're going to be leading towards breakable and just playing a common clean post plant.
Yeah, 2v2 though. This is still very doable, and we do have an ultimate here. We're going to see that lockdown go out. This might be very hard for Fanshawe to win here.
Yeah, and I don't think Fanshawe have any swarm grenades on the bomb either, so it's going to be really, really... Oh, wait, they do have some. And
but
it's going to be damage.
That Astra.
Yeah, but there's... Oh, their time is dwindling. Time is dwindling. Bill! Even though he's able to take down one, unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. And there's just so much bad manners going on outside.
I'm guessing you guys could hear that one, because that was loud. Directed my mic a little bit towards it, but yeah, things are definitely heating up here in the hub.
Oh man, it's getting intense outside. I mean, I wouldn't be happy on either side right now. Feel like there's a lot of turmoil going on outside. But you know, Windsor, they're riding high. They were able to get themselves that round. Luke had so much trust in his teammate just sticking that bomb, and that's the kind of trust that you have to have in your teammates. Their addiction gonna eat his teammate's own guiding light there. But there's no players actually towards the side of A. And actually, Margella and Akimbo do have a little exchange there. But Addiction! Oh my god! What a legendary showstopper. The last player of Windsor alone on C site. But there's just so much happening. I mean, what a big showstopper. He just ran in through flank and just commits it. He knows all the players are there. I know for a fact my showstopper does not do that. I could land it straight into someone, I'd still get 0, but that is a fantastic ultimate coming in, and Fanshawe just seems impossible here. He is going to be spotted out by that alarm bot. Bill with the blind and the swing. The tops aren't enough, but Fanshawe is taken down, and that's going to be a really big round coming in from the side of Fanshawe.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that this trash talk coming over from Windsor is actually fueling Fanshawe.
Oh, yeah. I mean... Fanshawe fuel. Fanshawe getting fueled. I mean, it's in the name. They have to. They got to bring something back here, but it's still anybody's game, really. There's only 2 rounds needed on the side of Windsor, but they cannot let this ego get to them because anything can happen. Yeah. And they are forced on a lot of light shields here, and whether or not Fanshawe are able to punish that this round and get themselves an economy advantage, like that could be the difference between winning and losing this game.
Yeah, no doubt. But once again, we're seeing this aggression coming up on A, but I think Fanshawe is kind of used to it at this point, and they don't really want to deal with it. They're making their way up over towards C, so playing it a bit slow. As you said, respecting that Viper smoke. But yeah, playing it slow. I mean, this is definitely an important round for them here.
Yeah, and the amount of information that Fanshawe has towards the A site right now just allows a lot of the players of Windsor to commit a lot of their defensive mutiny towards C and B, but they're still not too sure about where Fanshawe wants to go, and I'm not sure Fanshawe is really too aware either. We have like a little star formation coming on as all the players are scattered all around the map, but it seems like they're going to be converging towards A. Unfortunately, not able to find Fanshawe as Fanshawe and Kaz get themselves 1 on the round. Margella also able to find themselves another one. Bill does get a refrag, but things are going to be looking really tough here. There's actually no players towards the side of A, but it seems like they want to take the spike to B. But
Yeah.
Bill's all alone here. I don't know if he wants to take a fight. Mink is trying to make something happen towards C.
One.
Does
Might be able to get a
find
second
one,
here. Ooh.
but no, it's not enough. And the players of Windsor are actually not too healthy, but unfortunately, Bill does not make the right prediction. Kaz is there on the other side, and it's going to be match point now for Windsor.
Yeah. And Margella there was so low on health, but player just wasn't able to hit the shot on it. Got taken out. And I think that could have been Fanshawe's ticket to winning this game, but unfortunately whiffed on the killjoy and wasn't able to take that round.
Yeah, they don't have too much economy to play around with necessarily. As we see Akimbo, although he does have that astral barrier available, he is forced to be just on a guardian. And once again, Kai does have the Viper's Pit to commit and a judge in hand. And the showstopper's going to be coming out. Kaz, though, stops the aggression. Fanshawe and Kaz have just been a deadly duo towards A side as they take down all the players of Fanshawe. It's all up to Kimbo now, who's left alone, but Margella sweeps it in from behind. And that is going to be a quick and easy round coming in for the side of Windsor as they take down the series. And, you know, Lotus is just one of those fun maps where anything can happen. But I think Windsor, they have the right to gloat. They have the right to BM after that. I mean, honestly, I think Addiction kind of started it, you know, when he started spraying those dead bodies. I mean, he got himself the ace, but I don't think Windsor were ready to take that. You know, they fought back. They came out hard and strong. They came back pushing these last couple of rounds, and they were able to secure themselves that win. I mean, the aggression there from Fanshawe and Kaz towards A, the control that Margella had towards B and C, and then the supporting utility from Kai and Luke. I think it was just so hard for Fanshawe to play around that, and I think they tried to put in as much of that ability as they could, but it was just impossible there with the amount of effort that Windsor was putting in as well.
Yeah, I mean, Kaz, we saw 13 assists on Sky, just definitely helping out Fanshawe get those frags. It was just, as you said, that round was just a very strong duo.
Yeah, Fanshawe coming off with 8 for his Bloods. He was able to start off so much of that aggression for the side of Windsor, and I think that, you know, Fanshawe didn't really have an answer for that. Once again, it's that they needed a boulder to stop that snowball, but the pebbles weren't enough, unfortunately. No, regardless of how much they tried to delay that snowball, it came rolling down, and it was able to take down the side of Fanshawe there. Once again, fantastic match. I just love seeing games played on a map like Lotus, where there's just so much like chaos that can happen in one round. So I'm excited to see what the next teams go into. It is going to be Durham versus McMaster, and we have yet to see McMaster play. So that's another thing that could be very exciting to see. We're going to see if, once again, maybe we get Lotus, but I'm hoping for hopefully a different map. Although I like Lotus.
The players seem to play Lotus a lot.
It seems like
in the games I'm casting, Lotus is always a pick.
Usually. Yeah, it seems like it's one of those like newer maps that a lot of teams seem to lean towards because I think it just has so much like similarities to other maps. Like it has like sort of that closeness that a map like Bind would have, and then it has that versatility that a map like Haven would have. So I think it has the best of a lot of maps, which is why a lot of teams tend to play it. But it's just. I want to see some other maps too. I'd love to see some. I want to see some. You know, I want to see some Haven. I want to see some Ascent. I want to see something new coming out. But we're gonna have to see how Durham and McMaster go on about that. But I'm ready to go into that next match. But we're gonna cut to a break really quickly, and then we will be back with the next match. And we hope to see you guys there.